Hi everyone. I have had so many questions about people asking about the Brussels sprouts that I post quite a bit in my story feeds on how to make Brussels sprouts. So it's the easiest thing. I went like 22 days in a row of eating nothing but Brussels sprouts for lunch. So I like to prepare them. And so they are one of the most nutritious like foods and high fiber. They are amazing for your health. So if you prepare them right, they don't have that smell or that weird kind of funk that some people don't like with that sulfur feel on it. So I'm going to show you what I do, and I hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions, let me know. So I have my cast iron that I have already put onto medium with a little bit of olive oil. And that is just going here. And every once in a while I stir them. I am chopping my Brussels sprouts, cutting off the corner of the ends of them, and I'm actually cut them pretty thin. So for me, I need to chew all of my food. And a lot of times chewing can actually take so much time. So I take my time for my prep and get them up. And what I'm doing here is I'm actually cutting it really thin, so it's shredded. Okay? So it's all shredded in there and going in. And this helps it cook a little faster too. So I let it cook as it goes because I like to have some of mine with like a nice char on them and as they go. Okay, so I did all the chopping. And what I did here is kind of get it all together. Now I'm going to add my sea salt. This is definitely to taste, but just a little bit to cover it so that it starts bringing out the natural flavors. Big fan of Himalayan sea salt. Any sea salt for that matter has much more minerals. And now that this is cooking down, I'm getting a great color coming out and the breaking down of it. I don't mind if it's a little crispy. It just takes more time to chew. So got that cooked. I have my lemon here. I put a little bit on while it's cooking. This is where I add my 2 ounces of ground turkey. I already have this pre-cooked. It's part of my meal prep for the week. There we go. Measured out. You can even hear it all. It's absorbing everything. I'm a huge fan of cast iron. I switched everything a long time ago, a couple years ago, when I got really sick and needed to limit my exposures to heavy metals in certain ones, and my iron was very low. So easy switch for me to switch to cast iron. And I'll tell you what, now that I do cast iron, I will never go back to anything else. Okay, we got it off the heat. We're gonna scoop this up. I mean, just look at that. So I have different finishing depending on what kind of mood I'm in. If I want it super, just nice olive oil and lemon juice, I can. Lately, I've been really into using some seeds and some different butters. So today I have tahini, which is a great way to just add that boost, a different little flavor to it. So, gonna finish it with a little tahini here. And finishing off, should have picked them up and collected it. I know better than that. There we go. With some lemon juice And check that out, guys. It can't get much better than that. Tell you what, this is so good. And any variation you get or you try, I promise you will like it. The best thing you can do with Brussels sprouts is chop them up really nice. Even if you're gonna roast them, cut them in half, cut them a few times. I like quarters just based on texture. But guys, I hope you try and enjoy this as much as I do. It is lunchtime, guys. Oh my God. You're not gonna regret it.